EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. A fairly short kick from the 14, and they will wrangle them down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jones looking to throw it on the first play. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing, Jones. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. They're just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now Jones. He'll swing this out to Dickens. Finding room at midfield. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Talk about so far so good. Right now they are purring like a high-quality sports car. You name it, they're getting it done. What's the definition of balance? Doing what you want to, when you want to. They're doing it through the air and on the ground.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point behind the car is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, another run for Dillon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Brady on third down. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega right side. On the move past the 40. And he is going to have a Ravens. They managed to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Set.
They'll try the left side with Dillon, and he's got it down to the 28.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Easy. Regular. Cover.
On second down, another run for Dillon. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. They run once more with Dillon. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people off, and establish the run early.
And he's into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A.J. Dillon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Taken from about the 20. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here trying to tie this football game. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. Give him 2 on the play there. And it's good enough for a Baltimore first down.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Dillon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They give to Dillon out of the gun. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Ready to throw on 3rd and 1. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Running the toss here to Dillon. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Running left is Dillon. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. That one goes for 8 yards. Dillon now on 1st and 10 to the 36-yard line. Stop there. Jamin Davis there to bring him down. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Dillon, they try the left side with him. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Play action. Now it's Brady. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Wait, that 72. Check it.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Got a man, Slayton. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. The center receiver in motion to the right. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That ball caught by Slayton. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Wait, that.
They'll run here with Dillon. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A.J. Dillon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point try good by Gano. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 6. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find.
He's got him in, complete. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter. 84 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They run again with Dillon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Wait, that.
From the gun, it's Dillon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Grip. Oh, bandit.
Now Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. DJ Chark, 23 yards for the touchdown, as his guys have now moved out in front. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones looking for Campbell downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. O.J. Howard, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, 66. Shadow.
Now Brady. That'll be complete to Dillon. Pushes him over. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, Dillon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Let's go on. No, 66. Regular.
Brady going to go on 4th down. Catch made by Slayton. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Here's the big man dealing with it. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Sugar!
On 2nd and 9, Brady. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, Maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Dobbins trying the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Another run here with Dobbins. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he slings one that's incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! K.J. Hamler from 6 yards away. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and go. And Carter, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10.
50.
Running right, here's Dillon. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They bring a receiver in motion right.
Hey, check it. 72. Hey, Alabama. 72. Sugar.
Now Brady. Flush to his right. They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Wait, set. Hey, 166. Alert! Hey, Alabama.
Back to throw, Brady. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense, very happy with what you're doing.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And some room to work. A solid stiff arm. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 8. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Here's another kneel down as they try to set up the game winner. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And the kick is good. He puts it through, and they are moving on to the AFC Championship game. The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.